Manageable 2nd and 1. Give to Cook out of the gun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cook. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That good for 19 at a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. On first down, it's Cook. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
You don't want none. Check 99. Check 99.
6-6. Pull it high.
54 Mike. I'm coming.
Let's go.
I'm coming.
5.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Check Mike 54.
Hey, orbit.
You got to get the ball. Until you get the ball right here. Let's go.
Get it.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Minshew right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates.
I think that's a big-time play there, because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Go, 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 go!
Hey, watch that.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Open man here is Foster. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Rush in. Now.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Collectively, great defense. It takes all 11, especially down here toward the goal line.
The call comes in, and the call essentially says all 11 have to make a play here. You have to show toughness. We just saw it there.
Fair. Yeah.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. McCaffrey. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
A 3-yard loss. It's now 4th down and goal.
And the kick by Butker is good. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Prescott. That's Devontae Parker complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
A gain of 14.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Go, get out there. Quick.
Now a run with Cook. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Prescott now from the 50. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Hey, watch that.
Here we go, 47.
54. Mike 54. Watch the out. Watch the out.
26.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And this is Cook with a grab. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
That one good for 33 and a first. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Cook, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal? The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Get ready.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Take 4.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
From the 44, Minshew. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. Now a run with McCaffrey. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now Minshew, forced out to his nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Jags grab it. He's at the 50, the 40, past the 20. 10, and it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. On the ground, it's Cook. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now this one complete to Robert Foster. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The Bills on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Bravo! Snap!
Out of the gun is Minshew. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 73 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things in.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Check. Watch 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing. Prescott. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
How did he do that? How did he do it? I mean, it's not just catching it. Is seeing it coming towards it. Maybe that's why he ended up having to go up one-handed, but boy, what a catch.
That was a spectacular one-handed grab. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. They run again on first down. Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run on first down. Cook. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 31, Prescott. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise, this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
54.
That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dalvin Cook saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Watch out. Check nickel. Let's go.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense are saying go right ahead with those. From the 40 now on second down. Minshew gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down.
Get it.
15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Looking to throw on second down. Minshew, he'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down.
Hey, Zoo! Now!
Minshew throwing on third down. And able to find John Brown. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
60 out now.
Switch up.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. Wrap it. 97.
Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep. He's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being